If today were your last day, would you live it differently? What if you knew that everything you are worrying about right now would no longer matter in the face of death? The ancient Stoics, including Marcus Aurelius, embraced a powerful idea: Memento Mori, remember that you will die. But this is not a morbid thought. It is a philosophy that liberates you. It is a reminder to live fully, to focus on what truly matters, and to stop wasting time on the trivial. In this video we will explore why reflecting on death is one of the most life-changing Stoic practices, and how it can help you live a more meaningful and fearless life. What is Memento Mori? Memento Mori is a Latin phrase that means, remember that you will die. This concept has been a core principle in Stoic philosophy, reminding us that life is fragile and that death is inevitable. But rather than fearing it, the Stoics used this awareness as a guide to living wisely. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." This was not meant to induce fear, but to inspire urgency, to make us appreciate each moment and focus on what truly matters. For the Stoics, death was not a distant event, but a constant presence, something that should shape our daily choices. Instead of seeing it as something tragic, they saw it as the ultimate motivator to live with purpose. Epictetus, another great Stoic, advised his students to start each day as if it were their last, not to be pessimistic, but to ensure that they lived meaningfully. Throughout history, warriors, kings, and philosophers have used Memento Mori as a guiding principle. Roman generals, returning from victory, were reminded by a servant whispering in their ear, "Remember, you are mortal." This prevented them from becoming arrogant and losing sight of what truly matters. Today, we can use this same philosophy to stay grounded, humble, and focused. Why we avoid thinking about death in modern society? We often push thoughts of death aside. We fill our lives with distractions, entertainment, and endless goals, believing that we have all the time in the world. But this illusion of permanence makes us complacent. When we ignore death, we waste time on meaningless arguments and grudges, delay pursuing our dreams, thinking we have someday, live passively, assuming we'll always have another chance. But the reality is, none of us know how much time we have left. Life is unpredictable. By ignoring death, we risk reaching the end with regrets. Regrets about the things we never did, the words we never said, and the opportunities we let slip away. A study on terminally ill patients found that their biggest regrets were not about mistakes they made, but about the things they never did. They regretted not spending more time with loved ones, not taking more risks, and not living fully. What if we've learned from their wisdom before it was too late? The Stoics understood that avoiding the thought of death is a dangerous illusion. Instead of treating death as an enemy, they treated it as a teacher, a reminder to cherish every single day. If you woke up today, you have already been given a gift that millions of people did not receive. The question is, what will you do with it? How Memento Mori helps you live better. The power of Memento Mori lies in how it changes our perspective on life. Instead of making us fearful, it makes us focused. It forces us to ask, if I only had a short time left, how would I live? 1. You will stop wasting time on the unimportant. We often waste time on trivial things, scrolling endlessly on social media, engaging in pointless arguments, or worrying about others' opinions. When you internalize that time is limited, these distractions lose their power over you. While 2. You will appreciate life's simple moments more. When you understand that every moment is fleeting, you begin to cherish life's small joys. A cup of coffee in the morning, a conversation with a loved one, the beauty of a sunset. Instead of chasing the future, you learn to live in the present. 3. You will take more action. Most people postpone their dreams, believing they have unlimited time. But Memento Mori pushes you to act now, to start that business, write that book, or travel to that place you've always wanted to visit. What for? You will fear less. The fear of failure, judgment, or rejection seems insignificant when you remember that, in the end, we all share the same fate. Why waste your short time on earth being afraid? Use that energy to live boldly instead. Practical ways to apply Memento Mori are: reflect on your mortality every day. Before you start your day, remind yourself, I could leave life today. Not to cause anxiety, but to give yourself clarity on what truly matters. Use death as a decision-making tool. When facing a tough choice, ask, if this were my last day, would this decision matter? This will help you prioritize wisely. Keep a Memento Mori object. Some Stoics carried a skull or a ring engraved with Memento Mori. You can do the same with a simple object or even a note on your phone as a daily reminder. Write your phone. Obituary. How do you want to be remembered? Writing this out can guide your daily choices and push you to live in alignment with your values. Practice gratitude daily. Instead of complaining about life's problems, remember that every day you wake up is a gift someone else wished for this day but didn't get it. Be grateful. How Memento Mori changes your life. Memento Mori is not about fearing death. It is about embracing life. When you remember that your time is limited, you stop postponing happiness. You stop taking things for granted. You start living with intention. Marcus Aurelius lived by this principle, and so can you. Every day, ask yourself, am I living in a way that, if today were my last, I would have no regrets? So what will you do differently starting today? What changes will you make now that you know your time is precious? Let me know in the comments. If you found this lesson valuable, let us know in the comments. What does Memento Mori mean to you? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss more lessons from Marcus Aurelius and Stoic philosophy. Let's embrace each day as if it were our last and make every moment count.